Hello, my friends, and welcome to the show. You are listening to the Greenlight Weekend podcast. Thanks for tuning in. If you've listened before, you may know that the Greenlight Weekend podcast is sponsored by Dead Room Comedy. Dead Room Comedy is a production company and comedy group based in Denver, Colorado. Check out their website, deadroomcomedy.com, where you can subscribe to weekly one-liners, get an email every single Monday with original jokes to laugh through the workday. Also, check them out at Dead Room Comedy on Instagram and Facebook, where you can find sketches, stand-up clips, and find out when live shows will resume. God, I love Dead Room Comedy, and it just so happens that this episode we have two of the owners of Dead Room Comedy, Josh Emerson and Jeff Stonic. They were in town because we did a little backyard comedy show. Shout out to Nick Coffey for putting that together. Not only did we have our boys from Denver, but we had some Albuquerque comedians. It was a really, really fucking good show. It went great. We had a great time. Everybody did well except for Dave, which it happens. That's been me before, for sure. But yeah, Dead Room Comedy, love those boys. Jeff and Josh came down for the show, and we just squeezed in a little podcast. I was going to say squoze, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, we squeezed in a little podcast. It's about an hour long. It was a fucking blast. I felt like it was a heavy-hitting podcast. There was not a lot of downtime. It was just joke, joke, joke. And Josh Emerson's one of the best in the world at that, as well as Jeff Stonic. Very funny. Very funny young men. Yeah, but we had a great episode. And before we wrap this up, I just want to say shout out to the Whiskey Reel. Those boys are doing powerful things. They're getting better, getting better. Durango-based podcast. Check them out on Instagram, all podcast platforms, The Whiskey Reel. As well as shout out to my boy Ethan Esparza and, you know, the Chava people. Ethan Esparza and the Chava people are responsible for this week's intro-outro music. One of my favorite songs they've ever done. Yeah, it's a new day, wake up. Let the sun hit your ass, as said by Ethan Esparza. All right, guys, I'm going to stop rambling. I love you very much. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy this week's episode with Josh Emerson and Jeff Stonic.
Everything with cream cheese, orange juice, break fast. I'm out the door to get the dough, speaking to the masses. Hit the road to do a show, microphone madness. Trip easy, cheap sunglasses. Straight passion, my third eye active. Watching backpacks lead the show, beeping that shit. Vocally, hearing me, locally, lyrically. Know what I'm supposed to be and I don't got no fear of me. I'm coming for your brain, homie, coming at you spiritually. Stepped into the game and I knew that flow was slippery, but check my flow though. Turn a whack news to history. Let them do their thing.
That's a shame parade. Shame parade.
Shame parade. No Pride this year. No drag shows. It's a goddamn shame.
It's a goddamn shame.
Just like you said.
Yeah.
Last year, during June, I went to a rodeo because my brother-in-law was riding in the rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
And then directly after that, I went to a Pride show. So much more fun. So much more fun.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're a straight guy, go to a Pride show with your girlfriend or whatever and tell me it's not fucking awesome.
Cheaper drinks?
Yeah, you bring a girl, everybody's like, cool. And I got to throw money at Elliot, which was fun.
Neat.
Yeah, he was getting naked. It was beautiful.
Good. He likes the attention. I don't think he's gay. I feel like he's just attention seeking.
That's what I've thought about him since day one. Just like, do you even suck dick, bro?
Do it right now. Right now.
See some receipts.
Yeah, I'm
Some
straight.
dick receipts?
Some dick receipts.
Yeah.
Dick sucking receipts.
Prove to
Yeah.
me that you're
Customer.
gay. Suck my dick.
Suck my dick.
Yeah.
And prove to me that you're gay. Move in for 6 months. Let's start a relationship. Let's prove to me. In 3 years, we're gonna adopt a kid together. Prove to me. Prove to me.
Yeah.
Prove to me.
First time I met Jeff, I was just like, God, I hope they're getting rid of Elliot. Just hitting all the same demographics, but you're funny, man.
Absolutely. But I haven't gotten naked yet.
Yeah,
for the camera
that's
yet.
true. Not yet.
We can make that
It's coming
happen
up, man.
today.
We could.
Dude,
I'm very comfortable.
Greenlight Weekend needs a presence on Pornhub. I say we start with Jeff Stonic.
Absolutely, man. Get it out, man. Just fucking.
Instead of Patreon, you'll
Is
have
that what
on OnlyFans.
sound your dick makes when you take it out? Very impressive, sir.
Sounds like it's a pail falling in the mines of Moria. Just crash.
Yeah, I want people's eyes to open up, man.
Just always make sure you're standing by a table when you pull it out.
Everyone sits up straight.
Half my set's about how small my dick is, so
It's a hardy dick in there.
my big thing I'm not doing this tonight, but I've been working on it. But it's reality. I'm trying to figure out which one of my parents are responsible for my little dick.
Oh,
Like if it's my mom, that would be a bummer, you know?
yeah.
It's not a bad thing to have a little clit though. Like that's the thing. Maybe that's what maybe you just have a giant clit. Honestly, maybe you're getting that big clit energy. Out
Large
here, man.
clit, right?
Fucking
Yeah.
Big clit energy. I
Do you have
like
any
it.
sisters?
Sisters,
Yeah.
many,
You have many sisters?
many.
So maybe your mom passed along this big clit energy to all of them.
Right,
and
right.
Then, and then from your dad's side, not.
I don't know. I got to see my old man's hog.
You haven't
Seems
seen
like-
your old man
You haven't
talk?
seen your old man's
Not
I've seen
since
your
I
old
can
man's hog.
remember. I believe it.
Fucking-
He's friendlier than I like to make him out on stage. But yeah, maybe when I was a kid, but I don't have like a
Yo, dad
A
dicks are a
visual.
special thing, man. That's That's how you decide what type of dick you like.
that
honestly.
old weathered dick. Yeah.
Yeah, that dick can tell some
Been
stories.
through some shit. Yeah.
Yeah. That one glimpse of your dad's dick in the locker room at the
Ooh.
Recplex in Pleasant Prairie, that's then your like your foundation for when you grow up and look down, whether you feel pride or shame.
So maybe
Right.
that's how I do it.
Legacy.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
how I do it. I talk him into working out
Yeah.
at a rec center. You know what I mean? And then afterwards, I'm like, let's hit the showers, Dad. And he's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, come on, Pop. You know you got that corona all over you.
Yeah.
Like, I'll say-
Come on, get it off.
my
Come
birthday's coming up, so I was thinking about asking.
Getting my dad naked for my
Yeah, just like, Pop, you don't have to give me anything. Just pull out that hog.
pull out that hog. Your gift to me for your birthday.
But do I want to know? Do I want to resent my mother? You
That's
know,
true.
These are the questions.
It's like, so if your dad pulled out his hog and it was like a full size
Right,
hog, you'd
right.
be so mad at your mom. That's funny.
I couldn't help it.
Mom,
Just life of resentment, you know? Until I was like 20, I was just like, one day it'll grow, you know?
Yeah.
And then I hit like 21 and I was like, fuck.
this is it. This is it.
But can you be mad at your mom if it's a big hog? Because maybe your mom's thinking is, okay, I'm going to hook up with this big hog. And so
True.
someday when I have a son, he'll have a big hog too. You
Yeah.
know?
Right.
If it's a little dick, then you can be mad at your mom. 'Cause like, what is she doing?
You're right. She did
Linking
this
up
to
with
me.
these little
She-
dick jeans.
Don't pass on the little dick
Yeah,
jeans.
Yeah, don't pass those.
So either way, it's my mom's fault, is what we're saying.
Might
maybe,
be,
man.
Just real quick, I love you, Mom. Thanks.
What's her name?
Lisa.
Lisa Nystrom?
Lisa Nichols.
Lisa Nichols. Yeah, Lisa Nichols.
Love
You,
to
you
Lisa
sound
Nichols.
lovely.
She remarried.
Uh,
Yep.
Lisa Nichols sounds like a ESPN sideline reporter. You know, Lisa
Sure.
Nichols, very
No,
fun.
it's a
Yeah.
very professional name. Yeah, and
Yeah.
she actually offered to help me bury Dave's body the first time she met him.
Good.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Because he
about
was all
time.
drunk.
Yeah.
Dave gets a little aggressive.
I've heard.
And he talks a lot of shit. And my mom was like, yo, if anything happens, I'll help you bury this motherfucker in the middle of the desert. Yeah, dude.
First impression.
I set him
this
up.
guy starts acting up.
Yeah.
I will murder him.
I did set him up for failure, though. I threw him under the bus immediately. Right when we got there. I don't remember what it was. Dave said something about my mom. And right when we got there, we were on the back porch. They were smoking together. And I was like, hey, Mom, Dave said this about you. And then I just shut the door.
Beautiful.
And they had to, yeah.
They had to talk that out.
Yeah. And my mom's an aggressive woman.
Nice.
like loud or
not
like
not
like
passive.
physical?
Just the
Oh.
opposite of passive. Like if
I
there's
like that. A little
anything in the room,
honesty.
yeah, I think
it.
that's why I like my girlfriend. She refuses to let anything go, but I think it's healthier mentally.
I feel like you should have a better idea of why you like your girlfriend. I feel like those should be like already.
There's lots
like-
of things. Very physically attractive. We have great sexual chemistry. She's nice to me. She cooks. She takes care of the dog.
we haven't hit the personality yet. A lot of
Those-
positives.
Those are all
Selfish?
side effects of a good personality.
You think so?
Yeah.
If you want to do things for your partner and shit, like it's like, oh, dude, I'm
Dude,
gonna bring you a golden.
she's
kiwi
very
on your
giving.
break at work. You know?
Yeah.
Very giving. Well, I mean, the cooking alone, honestly.
It-
If she's a good cook and she's like willing to cook often,
Yeah.
what a great person.
She came home from work, made me a steak salad while I was just chilling,
Aw,
and then went
wow.
back to work. I was
Fucking
like,
flex on him. Flex. Let him know.
No, dude, she's not fucking around. Yeah.
Steak salad. That's
Steak
nice.
salad. That does sound nice.
And anytime a girl's shown interest, she definitely
Like barks at
bows
him.
up a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
doesn't
pisses
fuck
on you?
around. Yeah.
Yeah, just I'm just mark my territory real quick.
Yeah, she's
Just,
in my lap
tinkle, tinkle,
immediately.
tinkle.
And I'm fine with it. It's like, she just told me she liked my jokes, babe. And she's like, fuck that bitch. She doesn't listen to this podcast
She's
either,
done.
so.
Yeah, I mean, why would she?
That was a deal when we got together.
That was the deal.
It's like, listen, I've pissed off every woman that's ever heard this podcast except my mother. And she's got a little touchy before too. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Because you make up a point to say, "Hey, mom, I love you."
Hey, mom.
that's exactly
Yeah.
why I do it.
That's
yeah.
great, 'cause you
The
know she's
first time she
listening.
called me and was like, "What the fuck did you say about me?" It's like,
Hey,
it was a joke, Mom.
Yeah.
Why are you watching? But thanks for the view.
Tell your friends. Please subscribe.
Yeah.
That's
Well, she's not telling any of her work friends for sure.
if this podcast made you super angry, go ahead and smash that like button. Fucking
Yeah, the first thing I say when people have a complaint is just like, "Thanks for listening.
absolutely.
Fucking appreciate it."
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of complaints? Like, how's the email in terms of like, and like, do you guys have Twitter? Like, what's the way that fans get in contact?
Open
with
up
you?
the inbox.
Mostly, Spotify stuff, or not Spotify, SoundCloud stuff, YouTube comments, things like
Okay.
that. They're overwhelmingly positive, but every once in a while somebody really has beef. It's usually somebody I know, somebody that came up.
It's personal.
It's generally personal, yeah. the thing is, most of them are like, "Why did you lie about that?" I'm like, "Did you want me to tell the truth? I used your name. I had to say I rolled the truck, all right? I've been to jail. Everything's good."
Yeah.
I ain't going back.
I served my nickel.
Wasn't a nickel, but
Yeah.
it wasn't awesome. Just like a month.
Month. That's enough to be annoyed. Man.
Yeah.
That's no.
And since I was an out-of-state felon, because technically my charges were in Colorado, but I got caught up in Farmington. Since I was an out-of-state felon, I was in high security. So my only friends had swastikas on their head.
Jeez
my
Louise.
only friends.
That's
It's very segregated.
You want to be careful who you say that to. Like, my only friends had swastikas on
In
them.
jail?
In
I
jail.
feel like
that's
most
true.
white
That's
people
common
understand
knowledge,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just try to avoid a certain area of subject, right? You just talk about basketball. I guess. You can't talk about basketball.
No,
What can you talk
we
about?
talked about handball. We had a handball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the first time I like really got into handball, it was funny that night. The whole Aryan Nation got together, and I was fucking included in the meeting. And they were just like, "Dude, you're doing real good. I'm just happy to see you having fun out there."
Thank
They were like, "Beat the Mexicans at handball."
Mexicans at handball.
Fucking here, have an Oreo. Fucking.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of betting goes on, but there's definitely something.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I was urged to play well and benched when I wasn't. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Wow.
They had like a first team and second team, like in handball.
There definitely was that aspect. It was super fucking weird.
like strategy, like all right,
Right,
we're
yeah.
gonna sub out Brian and get you know.
Yeah.
Brian got a varsity letter in handball in prison, man.
I don't know who got a case of ramen out of the deal, but I was fucking working my ass off in there.
Just get a stick and poke of a varsity letter in your left back. You're like, oh,
Fucking
God.
Farmington County, fucking.
As long as it's not a swastika, I'm good,
I
man.
think you're good. Just don't put it on my back so I can see why you do it.
Dude, you always treat your guests the best, by the way. I always appreciate it about it. Very classy move.
Well, because I
all
gave
the
you
way
a beer
around.
and weed?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I feel like
honestly.
that's standard. That's just decency.
Not
Manners.
everybody's decent, man.
I
Fucking-
agree.
That's
yeah,
true.
that's what I'm saying. I,
I
just
say
want to
fuck 'em.
recognize it.
Short
Fuck 'em.
supply these days is decency. You know, it's running in short supply.
Yeah, that fuck hanging on the wall. He's never allowed
God.
back here again. That's what that wall is. Never allowed back in, basically.
Yeah. Jacob Jonas, who puts his mouth on the mic and moves it around and stuff like that. I was rewatching old podcast episodes and just watching you get angrier and angrier throughout the
Jonas?
episode. Yeah, at Jonas, yeah.
Because, when I met him, I didn't want to like him.
He's too pretty. He's a
He's
very
too
pretty guy. Yeah,
you could tell
absolutely.
he didn't have a lot of struggle. Like, we went and cut wood so we didn't freeze to death. You know? Like, that's was my
And
childhood.
he shot himself in the BB gun to feel something.
Exactly.
himself
Just
in the
anything.
head.
Just a little bit of adversity in his life.
God, he's so funny.
I think he did it to get back at his mom.
Yeah, like Mom, I'm going off to college, but first I'm gonna make you deal with a ER trip and,
Right.
and a BB bullet in my head.
But shout out to Mrs. Jonas for making
Oh.
him pay for the doctor bills.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
for sure.
Just
Shout out. Look
Carol
at, look,
Jonas is a real one.
Look at these face masks made by
Carol Jonas.
Carol
Really?
Jonas original.
Dead
That's a
Room
beautiful
Comedy.
Dead Room Comedy.
Face masks
At Instagram.
at Dead Room Comedy. Yeah, she made and I tell you what, one of the most active people in my DMs is Carol Jonas.
You
On
up?
Instagram.
You up?
No, it's just laugh reacts and
Yeah.
heart reacts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of fires.
yeah, a lot of fire. Yeah,
My DMs on Instagram are almost exclusively strangers
Really?
with no discerning like photo. They're all like drawings and stuff, and they always want pictures of my Adam's apple. Pictures or
Okay.
videos. They're willing to pay me. I'm not fucking around. I
you
got
like-
another one the other day.
Are you like some fetish? Someone shared
Yeah.
you on some like Adam's apple
No,
site.
I
Like,
put
you guys gotta check out
hashtag
Green-
Adam's apple on an Instagram post,
Ooh.
and it just
Wow.
started coming in. And
Interesting.
the first time I thought I was going to lose my job, I started reconnecting with some of these people because I was like, we might need to do some business. But there's no actual pictures on their profiles. It's all these weird drawings, and they're all the same style of drawings. So I think it's one fat dude in a basement trying to make money off me.
Fair enough.
With a big Adam's apple.
Yeah,
fetish.
I just like that you want to start a OnlyFans, but just about your Adam's apple.
I don't,
Yeah,
but I
fucking-
would if I need to.
Oh.
I was just going to take money from strangers and send them videos.
There are worse
So
ways.
personal. Fucking.
I like to do it old school. Like a drug deal, you know what I mean? Nobody needs to know. Here you go.
Classy.
Yeah. Let's do
Keep
this
my
in a
face
parking
out of
lot,
it.
yeah.
The same way I did all the porn.
Separate business and family. I send pictures of my Adam's apple. I don't talk about it.
I actually talk about it quite a bit on stage, which is fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a great Adam's apple. I don't think it's wow. It does move around.
when I was
did
a
not
kid,
see
it was
that.
like
that's
Oversized. Like
Really?
like the kid with the giant nose or something. I was the kid with the giant Adam's apple and the little dick. Like, come on, bro. This is supposed
How
to
did
be
the other kids know they had a little dick? Do you guys shower together? Like, is this 8th grade?
We did. We did.
That's-
Well, I played sports
I guess
all
that's
through school.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Were you a little jock? Did you let her?
Yeah. Football, wrestling. Wrestling was my best because I was little.
Did you keep your Letterman jacket?
I never actually bought a Letterman jacket.
Okay. Do you think
Or a class ring.
because it's
if you're wondering.
pretentious or like?
We were poor, and
That's fair.
I was like, after high school, like, I'm not gonna wear this. Like,
Yeah. I have my Letterman's jacket and I've been wearing it
wears
out.
it.
I've been wearing it out. It's
He
been 10
wears
years.
it.
When is the
when you
statute?
take off the letters.
I took them all off except for the P. I left
yeah,
the
no,
P.
Take all that off.
No.
Yeah, just have it be like a colorful leather warm jacket.
That's the gay opinion, and I like it.
Thank you.
I take all my fashion advice from my gay friends,
Yeah.
and they're better than my girlfriends usually, because girlfriends will buy you fancy underwear with no pee hole, whereas your
true.
gay friends are aware of the need of the pee hole.
Yeah.
So you get the nice, tight, soft fit, but you don't have to take off your belt to take a piss. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
More thoughtful advice.
And I always start with my fly. And by the time I realize there's no pee hole, I undo my
Sometimes
belt.
you're already peeing.
And then when I walk out of the bathroom, my fly's always down.
Right, because you're like, I didn't
Because
do
you're
it.
I
forgetful.
forgot.
Because you
Yeah.
smoke a
Yeah.
lot of weed.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Just all day, every day. Steamworks doesn't give a fuck.
I'm better at my job.
Yeah, I wish I was still selling weed all the time. Like, you know how many fucking customers I'd pick up at Steamworks? I used to do that. Like, when I was selling fucking weed, like, for a living, whenever my clientele would go down, I would just get a job at a new restaurant, start selling weed to all the waiters, busboys, dishwasher,
Absolutely.
and
Introduce
then I would
yourself.
quit.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I would retain at least 80%.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they already like have your number. It's not weird. It's a
And
great
it's
way
good
to,
weed.
Great way to.
weed.
Dang, man. So all you little weed entrepreneurs out there, starting your grind. Listen up, okay? Brian is spitting knowledge for you.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm
Grand's
saying
worth
most of the time.
Game right now. Just giving you
I
game.
can't believe this podcast is free.
That's right.
Take some notes. Game
Oh,
is on
man.
the mic.
It is so satisfying to have somebody do a read for your company.
We
Can't
do.
you-
Yeah, I do it once
appreciate
to
it so
3
much.
times a week. Yeah.
I masturbate to it a lot.
That-
honestly, fucking.
that makes
just-
me happy.
Imagine that's what's happening, like on the YouTube, man. I'm a big fan.
Big
You
fan.
should-
Yeah,
You should get into erotic literature. It sounds like
I've never tried it before. Is
sounds
it-
like you'd like
Yeah, a nice erotic audiobook.
erotic audio.
Have
can
you
find them online.
partake?
I used to jerk off to forums as a kid though, because
Forums?
forums.
Oh, forums.
Because
yeah.
I only had one magazine that I would jerk off to. You know what I mean? And after a while, the centerfold gets a little boring.
yeah,
And
Like,
pages stick together. It's a whole thing.
I've seen that labia,
Yeah.
too many times.
Yeah, I mean,
It's too familiar.
just
at
looking
this
for
point.
something new. But forums are the closest I've got to like using my imagination super effectively to jerk
great.
off. It's like a build your own adventure story.
Yeah, if it's
Absolutely.
a first-person narrative, you are in that narrative.
Right.
And
That's
it's-
why I watch POV porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Would you invest in a headset for
Ooh, little VR.
I have a friend that has one, but I know he only uses it for porn, so I
Yeah,
haven't
that's
borrowed
the only
it.
thing it's for. It's for porn.
Yeah.
It's not for anything else.
I'm sure the games are cool day one.
Yeah,
but
they're like, oh, cool. Like I put on a VR headset and I was like, I like got to ride in a cart through like some like fucking horrible graphic dinosaurs, and I was just like, cool. All right, yeah, but I'm gonna
where
if I
the
get this
titties
at home,
at?
I'm gonna jack
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
I'm not gonna go to the. I'm not gonna ride a cart.
Would
through
you get like
dinosaur
a
land.
like a body double or like a fleshlight or something like that? Like, are you just going pure old hand?
so
little-
Phil, now you know who it is.
Yeah.
Phil says VR headset pocket pussy is where it's at.
That see, like why
It makes
not?
sense,
Yeah.
but it's so much work to jerk off. I can jerk off quickly and efficiently every day.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But to wash a pocket pussy hurts a little bit.
You just put it in the dishwasher. Dishwasher
I don't
safe.
not have a dishwasher.
It's 100%.
And then your dishes have lube and fucking cum on them.
I mean, a flavor, man. That's how you season.
Right,
okay? That's
right. Like a
fucking-
cast iron skillet.
Yeah, just bake it at 300 degrees, okay?
Fuck yeah. I'm glad you guys came. I feel like I'm warming up.
Yeah?
I've been alone all day.
Good, man. Yeah,
So
good
she's
energy.
doing a comedy show later. Yeah.
Exactly.
Going
Yeah.
stale.
It's
Going
back.
going in stale because for 3 months, nothing's been going on.
It's
But
been-
baby, we back now.
It's baby, we back.
We back now.
Baby back, baby back. We're back.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it.
yeah. I'm excited. So, how much time are you planning on doing?
Nobody's told me anything. I got 5 to 10 all day, you know?
Yeah, I don't
like
show up for less than 10.
if they say 10,
Shut up.
I don't show up.
well,
for
there's
less
so
than 10.
many of you fucks showing up that something tells me your boy's doing 5.
No,
That's-
we're all doing 5.
Yeah.
But I don't show up for less than 10.
Just
Officially.
drove 6 hours.
It's a new statement I'm making on the way down.
Fucking
I'll
Jeff
just cut
hosts
that
one
out.
show.
I'll cut that out and send it to you so you can give it to all the shows.
Yeah.
Just like,
I'm Jeff Stonic, and I don't show up for less than 10.
Honestly, I want to see everybody's type 5s though. Like a type 5.
Type 5s are fun.
Yeah, exactly. You get to see. I like a loose 5 too. By the way, loose 10 gets annoying.
I have a feeling it's going to be a loose-ish 5.
Loose 5.
You know, I bet we got 6 if you're doing well.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't think anybody's going to rip your ass off the stage, but yeah, I think
Do we know if there's going to be a fire going at this?
probably not
Hmm.
based on
Fire restriction.
yeah,
laws.
everything's on
Yeah.
fire around us.
Yeah, yeah. You got to be careful with fire in Durango, man.
Yeah.
They've had multiple.
We canceled our
fucking-
fireworks.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's a sad day. Fucking.
There's nowhere to fucking park up by the college. People show up 4 hours early.
That's
And
true.
I'm just busy. I don't got the time.
Like anything good in Durango, like it gets busy super quick.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, and our town accommodates a small amount of people in
Mhm.
any given place.
Yeah, you got people coming from Bayfield and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to talk about. This weekend is not Snowdown. It is Independence Day, so it is pretty busy.
right.
But like, this is so much better than Snowdown. Snowdown was scary.
Snowdown is scary.
As a sober person at Snowdown, I was just like, what is this town?
I would say your percentage of dying goes up a
Yeah.
good
Oh,
25% during Snowdown.
Right.
All the New Mexico people are here. I see people I used to hate in like elementary school from Farmington,
And
just
all of a
like,
sudden they have a knife and they're playing pool next to you. And
yeah,
you're
I
like,
just turn around, dog. I never engage.
yeah, it was wild. It was definitely a weird time to see a city for the first time.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Just
what
chaos.
time.
Chaos,
Yeah.
just chaos.
Well, because Snowdown
People
really comes
peeing
out of
outside.
alcoholism, man.
yeah.
It's like we're so bored.
And
with
it's
this
been
winter.
cold. Yeah.
Yeah, but for like 40 years, like a 40-year tradition of celebrating alcoholism in the winter, that's Durango's legacy.
That's some mountain town shit.
Oh, absolutely. And
yeah.
like I love Durango because it's not as pretentious as like a Telluride or like a Aspen or
100%.
Brecken, right? It's like a working man's mountain town.
Yeah, it's like, what's that little place starts with a C right outside of Aspen?
Copperville.
Carbon Junction?
Carbondale.
Oh yeah, Carbondale.
Carbondale. That's
Yeah.
the one. Yeah,
Leadville.
Carbondale.
Yeah, very similar.
All the it's like
Leadville,
Durango.
Carbondale.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the
Adamtown.
fucking employees that work in Aspen
All live out there.
all live in Carbondale.
Yeah.
They live outside of the city.
Or
and then all the
basalt.
tourists live
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Yeah.
out there.
Right.
Last time I was there was gigantic fires, and I was like,
Interesting.
my goal was to go see Aspen because there was like a wedding that I kind of crashed, in Carbondale. It was a good friend, but I wasn't on the invite list because he didn't think I'd make the drive. And I was having relationship issues at the moment, so I
you're
was
like, I'm out of town.
going to Carbondale.
Going
And
to a wedding.
I knew she couldn't go, so I was like,
Sunglasses on.
yes.
That's right. Open bar,
Yeah.
baby.
Bought a gram of cocaine, fucking hightailed it to Carbondale.
Make it a weekend.
Yeah, I did. It was lovely.
Hey, cha-cha slide.
1 hop now. 2 hops now. You're just leading it. It's like, dude, this is
DJ hasn't
this is
set
the
up
dinner.
yet.
This is dinner, and you're like 1 hop this time. Right foot now.
Gotta love a wedding.
Oh, man.
Cocaine and weddings.
Cocaine and weddings, white and white, you know?
They go together.
Hey,
They
hey,
do.
don't wear white at a wedding, but bring some white at a wedding. You know?
If you have manners, exactly. I brought a shitload of weed and enough cocaine for me and 1 or 2 good friends.
1 or 2 good friends. Yeah,
That's
that
nice.
you make in the course of the night. over
Right.
Cocaine.
No, I had a lot of friends
Oh, yeah.
there. Yeah. They all
Oh,
used
so
to
it's a
work.
perfect
We were all
destination for
lifties
you.
together,
Okay.
and then they went because now they work at Aspen or whatever up
Pause. What's a lifty?
there.
Oh.
The man that runs a lift, man or woman,
Like a ski lift.
or
Yeah, it's
transsexual.
yeah, non-gender.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a non-gender specific role.
Yeah.
When I got there, all the foremen were women. Hot, every one of them, just fucking dime
like
a ruse.
overalls or?
No, just like snow
Overalls.
pants.
Where did your what?
Well, they have like.
You're like
yeah.
hot. 10 hot women. They must all be wearing overalls.
No, all the foremen were
By showing myself?
gorgeous, but the majority of the employees, rough, real mountain gals.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sturdy though.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, dude, a nice mountain
Sturdy.
gal don't. Great to talk to. You know what I mean? Like great pillow talk. You
The
know?
best.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Fucking good opinions on beer.
Yeah, and it just depends on how shallow you are, how long you can last there.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
Not.
turns out
What
I'm
do you
about
just talk
5
about?
years. About 5 years of shallow.
It's good to know.
Yeah. She was awesome, but it finally got me.
5 years.
But dude, I hope she listens to this podcast, man. That'd be fun. You get to passively aggressively. You know,
Oh, she's
talk-
dating my neighbor now. It's fun.
Oh, okay.
I share a
Which one?
piece of
This
property
one?
with one person. That's who she's dating now, so it's great.
Oh, that's good.
real big coincidence there.
And
That's-
trust me, she does not listen. She hated it when we were dating. I bet there's
She
no
doesn't
interest
like
now.
listen online. She just listens with a cup up against the house.
She pretty much
I'm not giving him the views.
But I'm gonna know what's going on.
Yeah, she knows how I feel about the. Yeah, fuck off. Thanks for listening.
Exactly. The petty.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. A little bit. you
Nothing
know?
like a petty ex, man. You know, that motivators. All right. Kisses to my haters.
Yeah, I mean, to her credit, she's a great person. I'm not petty, but she definitely let me know. She was like, "Hey, just so you know, I'm hanging out with your neighbor. That little dog that keeps coming to your gate is my dog." And I was just like, "Cool."
Oh,
And it just kind of fucked up my evening, is all.
Yeah, I know. Oh, one more thing to deal with.
Yeah, every
you
time
know.
I see her car there, I'm like,
Fucked up my evening and every evening thereafter.
Yeah, just imagine like your ex-girlfriend getting rammed,
Getting
100 feet
rammed.
away from
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If I was single, might have more issue.
Really?
Or yeah,
Because you're fucking good now.
yeah, bring home
Yeah.
just some hood rat and open the window, fuck loud.
Oh.
Like that's the kind of shit I might do. No, not me. Hood rats just make a lot of noise.
Oh,
that,
I see.
that was the
Yeah,
distinction.
I
yeah.
see.
They really put in the extra effort that way.
Wait, okay, so if you're fucking hood rat and the decibels increase, do you then increase your voice?
No, I'm a
do you
pretty
keep
quiet
up?
fucker.
Right.
You know,
I
I'll
am-
breathe
you're quiet.
freely.
Come on, quiet.
Yeah. The hood rat's the guitar player. He's the bass player, right?
I am the
He's
bass
solid-
player.
Bass
Exactly.
player. That's a
Nice,
good way to-
solid
that's a good way to-
rhythm. You know, it's a boom,
Interesting.
boom, 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 boom.
I'm the bass player. In
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
she's
I'm the
like-
background of the song that's controlling what you're actually hearing
Exactly.
on top.
Yeah, and then you allow the
Interesting.
guitar player just to, have fun with it.
Shout
right?
out to the hood rats out there.
Shout out. Shout
Praise
out.
Odin.
Just pour a little
Pouring
bit.
out, pouring out.
Yeah, just don't get in a long-term relationship with them unless you yourself are a hood rat as well,
That's
because they will
absolutely-
burn down your house.
Make sure you have a lot of applesauce in the house, okay?
It's the
That's
only way
what-
you.
Yeah, that'll calm down a hood rat.
yeah. Here's some mott's.
It's the only way you get rid of.
Have you- Have you ever dated a hood rat? I feel like that's
Jeff,
outside of your
you
dating.
You strike me as the
Yeah.
kind of guy that makes his own applesauce too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have not made my own applesauce, but I would definitely like follow a recipe for sure. Like if it was a good one.
Little cinnamon.
If it was a good one, and a lady said, "You know what? I would love to try homemade applesauce." I'm like, "Well, what's that? A date idea? I'll cop that."
Date idea?
A date idea? Oh, we got date night coming up on
Oh
Thursday.
no!
Oh wait, babe, do you think we can do like date afternoon? Because I got like somewhere to go. But like, because it's like, babe, I like have dreams and goals for myself, but also like I want to prioritize us, you know. So like a date afternoon, you know. I'm really just
Shut up.
processing some things out loud here. So
I know.
anyway, to go back to the hood rat dating question, went to a couple movies with the hood rat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get a couple
And-
movie hand jobs.
Yeah, and I think some people I grew up with were some hood rats.
For sure.
Shout out to Beltron. Shout out to Schmidt. Shout out to
Hey, Alicia Gabaldon, if you're out there,
Unrein.
Only positive feelings.
I
for
can't
you.
even
I
name
miss-
them all, man.
Shout out to
Every
Gina
girl I
Molinaro.
knew, like,
I mean,
Gina
Farmington.
Molinaro. Hood rat name. Gina Molinaro.
Gina.
Gina Molinaro.
Dude, Alicia
She's,
Gabaldon.
she's a very nice
Brittany
girl.
Ed City. Alicia.
we're just talking about
Cavazos.
who we banged or hood rats. Just hood rats.
Hood rats, man. Grew up on the west side of Phoenix, baby. 623.
Yeah,
83rd and T-Bird. What she know about that?
Not much. I went to Frieden's Lutheran Elementary School. I don't know much about that, but
Huh.
God, I know how to play a good game of Foursquare. Kickball.
Dude, I love some kickball.
Dude, it's
It's aggressive. There's always a kid whose shoe flies off.
We had I grew up on a cul-de-sac, so I used to get all the neighborhood kids
Oh,
together. For,
fuck yeah. How
nice
many
game of
windows
kickball.
broke during that?
Not a lot, because none
enough.
of us were very good. We
Right.
didn't really have a leg. None of
Nobody's
us had a leg on us.
Kicking it out of the park.
But we did get it. We'd kick it onto the Christensen's lawn, and the Christensens were like, they were just like. Now
They
that
sound awful.
Yeah, now that I'm an adult, I'm like, what? Fuck off, you guys.
Like
what's
ironically named, right?
yeah, right. They're the Christensens. Yeah, and their lawn's perfect, and they have this
Uh-huh.
fake dog in between their two-door garage, like in the brick pillar, and it's perfectly framed and bobbing. And then the ball would roll up on their thing, and they'd come out just screaming at us, "This has got to stay off our lawn." and
Wow.
stuff,
Build a
and
fence,
throw-
bitch.
Yeah. Build a fence. Move.
It bounced into your lawn.
Right.
Like, throw up a little picket fence, make it nice, but
Also, be
Yeah.
a part of the community, right? Like this is a living, breathing.
sounds like they were doing
community.
something
Yeah.
sketty
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Like
Yeah.
meth in the
Right.
Yeah,
in the suburbs.
They didn't want
Yeah.
too many
Absolutely.
kids too close. Yeah.
they would explode. So.
Right. Well, I think maybe the.
It's liability.
It's
Yeah.
a liability.
I think it was
No.
maybe like more her driven. She hated the kickball because the husband once came over and played basketball with me.
Nice. It
Just
it is-
hates his wife.
Yeah.
Bored. He was like, I'm gonna go play basketball with this
Dude,
fucking
man.
kid.
That's such an interesting place to be, where you hate your wife, but you don't want to leave her because
Yeah,
you're like
can't
fully
imagine.
invested.
You're
yeah.
gonna lose half your shit. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
House is gone. Cause you're back in an apartment, bitch. Like
yeah, in the
it's
studio.
starting over.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like just the mindset to go play basketball with a neighborhood kid. Like it's like you're home, you're off work, you have like limited time. To
I gotta
relax
get
at
out of this
home.
house.
And yet, your
Yeah,
mindset is like, I gotta leave. I can't spend any more fucking time.
That's why I started
here.
doing jujitsu. Yeah. It's just, I was just like, yeah. Made friends, got out of the house. It was beautiful. Drink a beer on the way home like a gentleman.
Yeah, absolutely. After tumbling all night, right? Rolling, Is that what
Rolling,
you- rolling. Yeah, fun. A lot of exercise.
The
right?
best. Yeah.
Why don't you do that now? Just start a little fight
well,
club.
after my rent doubled, you
I
know,
guess that's true.
yeah, it's not a cheap hobby. Like $100
Is
a
it?
month is
That-
pretty
wow.
standard.
That's interesting. Can you work out at the gym? Not like how often are you going to, like, just roll? in
Well,
terms-
when I like
For $100
went
a
for
month.
like an annual thing, which is $100 a month. If you do less time, it's more expensive. Just like everything,
Yeah,
drugs,
absolutely.
especially. Yeah, I was going 5 classes a week.
wow.
Yeah,
You
so
really didn't like your girlfriend then.
mm-hmm.
That's a that right there is a flag.
First
Being
class
like,
started
yeah,
about
yeah.
the time she got off work, and then I was home way after dark.
Damn,
God.
that's like dude.
Stay and clean the mats and shit. Just like, need any help?
I don't want to go home. I don't.
Yeah, I feel like any bad relationship, especially that long-term thing, like
Oh,
one
yeah.
conversation's not going to end it. You know that. Like, there's gonna be some pushback from the other side, depending
Right,
on how
yeah.
they feel about you. If they hate you, yeah, they might be like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but if you're invested, you know,
Yeah.
Like,
that's
let's make a few changes and see if this works for
Right.
the next month.
Right. It's sort of like hitting the snooze alarm, like where you put only like 5 minutes.
That's a
but then you're more-
great way to describe it.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, but then you're more exhausted overall than if you just like woke up at the beginning.
That's some
Just moved
push-ups.
on with your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You guys working out at all?
Yeah.
Trying to.
Yeah?
Yeah. Now that the gyms are back open.
I haven't been to the gym yet, but I've been
Yeah.
working out. I'm
I-
probably paying for the gym.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I go to the Y, so paying for the gym wasn't a bad thing because my dues go to like, help poor people, which is what I wanted
Right.
to do. So, but they just opened up 2 weeks ago. I have to sign a waiver every time I go in, get my temperature taken, and it's crazy because it's
Oh, yeah, by
the
the
way.
way.
Yeah, that thing right there. Yeah, that shit. It's like you have to put it up to your head. It
Mhm.
feels, it feels like evocative.
Evocative.
Yeah,
Evocative.
and then you go work out.
And go work out.
I take off my
No mask?
No mask.
That's nice.
Working out with a mask sounds miserable.
Dude, I worked out high yesterday.
I love working
so
out high.
satisfying.
Dude,
Yeah.
after Sober October last year,
Mm-hmm.
the first day I went back to the gym, I made sure I got blasted.
Nice.
Yeah.
And goddamn did I enjoy myself.
Yeah.
I was
intermixing
laughing
those.
at people.
Dancing, fucking.
Yeah, people look so weird on like elliptical machines. It's such a weird thing to see like a row of 20 of them and everybody's just like, and nobody's communicating with each other.
Yeah,
Everybody's
yeah.
just,
Like
yeah,
super
in their
serious.
zone.
Very weird.
Absolutely,
And all that
yeah.
stuff,
It's almost spiritual, honestly.
Yeah.
Like you go to the gym, it's a very religious experience, you know. And
and then there's that one, well, the thing, I go to the rec center and they're
Mm.
connected to the high school kind of. So if I go too early, it's all the high school kids.
scary.
They don't know what they're doing for one, and they're taking up
Everything.
Mm.
Everything.
Just
Especially these high school kids.
yeah, motherfucker, do you
Yeah.
even pay for this? Like,
Uh-huh.
That's what the student
Yeah,
ID.
where's your parents at?
yeah, I paid for this and the car outside that I'm driving. Like,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you can't do that because now
No.
I'm almost
then you-
30 and they're minors. You know what I mean? You can't talk shit to a minor. It's rude.
Right. Right.
But every once in a while,
It's
the
rude.
high school instincts come up, and I just want to be like, hey,
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Fuck face.
something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I'm in my 20s.
Late 20s. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
getting
Late
deep.
20s. How late? How late? in your
I
20s?
turned 30 in like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. How you feeling about it?
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you feel about it? I
Not
thought I'd be
Good?
further
Not
along.
bad.
Yeah, I thought I'd be further along in
I
life.
see.
You know what I mean? Like you're almost my age, right? 29?
So I turned 29 like 2-3 weeks ago.
right.
So
But you went to the Marines first.
yeah,
And then went to college. So you have like these accomplishments built up.
yeah.
You know, I went to college and was like, fuck this. I'm going to sell weed because it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Financially, definitely.
Right.
Because,
Also-
right.
Yeah, don't give him too much credit. He dropped out of college
Twice.
and joined the Marines.
Exactly.
Ah.
Yeah. No, actually, so I dropped out of college. I was super embarrassed. Joined the Marines 2 weeks later. Shipped off, and then I came back, got back into college. Had a pregnancy scare, dropped out again, and then I worked at a gas station for 4 years. QT. Hey, shout out
Quick
customer
time.
service. Yeah, Quick Trip. Yeah.
Quick trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
And
even
then-
know about the QT till I went to Phoenix.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
dude, fireplace. It's interesting to work there because it's like it's weird to take pride in being a gas station clerk, but that's like the type of culture they built up, man. Same
Makes
thing
sense.
with
Like
they had.
pride.
Well, they had Bennies
Good
and
for
all
morale.
that, you know. And it's that type of exactly. Yeah, like just do your job well. Why not?
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know, you're a human being. You're
Yeah,
capable of greatness.
I refuse to do a job poorly. Like,
Yeah.
do I have bad days? Sure. But I'm still going to get it done better than I feel like most people. you know?
Absolutely.
And most of the jobs I've had, I'm literally by myself with like this big responsibility. Something always goes wrong.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I've been in natural gas for 7 years. So
like, with consequences, yeah.
serious fucking consequences. And I've
yeah.
heard every horror story. So it's like, you really just got to use your brain and fucking do it the smartest way possible. And it's fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, I like that you're a problem solver too, right? So like you'll get out to the situation and then you're reliable, you know?
I mean, I feel like I'm extremely reliable.
Exactly. Yeah, which is it's nice to have it because not everybody's like that, you know?
I agree.
Yeah, it's frustrating sometimes.
Yeah, I have no degree. I don't fucking. It's hard to get a good job, but god damn it, you hire me.
Work hard, yeah.
like
Work
a
hard.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, man. Like, what do you want to do though? Like, is there
Comedy.
any- comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to get to a place that has a bunch of mics then.
Well,
like that's the
Right, exactly. So Phoenix is the thought, but
Mhm.
is this year a good year to move? You know, that there's so many fucking variables all of a sudden that life is just completely different.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if I can't do the comedy, I do not want to move into a city.
Right.
That-
You know,
Does it have to be stand-up comedy or can it be like sketch comedy or like
I
like?
sketch feels awkward to me. I don't know what it is about a live audience and fucking. I mean, maybe live sketch comedy, but
Mhm.
just like the energy you get just seems fucking. Oh shit, we have David Oakley calling. It's almost 5 o'clock.
Oh,
Dave Oakley.
big old Dave Oak. Oh, big Oak.
Dave Oakley, you're on the podcast.
Oh shit!
How you doing,
I
Dave?
was just seeing if you were taking the motorcycle to the show tonight, or if you could scoop your boy up.
I'll scoop you.
Dave's getting scooped.
All right, later, man.
What's up, fellas?
Bye, Dave.
Bye, Dave.
Yeah, we're doing a backyard comedy show tonight.
That's
Which
right.
Backyard comedy.
this isn't going to be out in time to promote it, but that's why Josh and Jeff are in town.
Yeah, you can promote what it's.
yeah?
Yeah. So it's all the proceeds go to Navajo Nation water charities. So like Water Warriors, and there's a couple that dig deep. Navajo Nation, I think, is
and
another one.
it's a giant deal right now, right? Fresh water on reservations. Like,
Absolutely.
I've been seeing Josh Fournier's posts, and seems like
Well, especially
people
with-
are in need.
Especially with the corona, where you do have those curfews, and so it's harder to get to a city. Because for people that don't know, 1 in 3 people on the Navajo Nation don't have running water. There's no wells drilled or anything, so they have to go into places where there are wells drilled to fill up water buffaloes, and then take that back, and then fill up the water tank at home. And so it's this long process, this long drawn out. And so
Water buffalo is not an animal.
not an animal. It's like a
They
giant
just let the
plastic
water
thing.
buffalo
Yeah.
drink a bunch, and then
Yeah.
it pisses in the water tank. Oh,
yeah.
But it smells like an animal though.
Okay.
Honestly,
Right.
yeah. It just respect native rights. You know, state of New Mexico, state of Utah, state of Arizona, really any state. You know, big fan of indigenous sovereignty. If you want to talk more about it, I'd love to.
At
honestly.
Danger Emerson.
At Danger Emerson, get at me. Okay, think I won't engage. I love this thing.
You engage.
Thank you, man.
so yeah,
Civic
we're doing a
engagement.
comedy show tonight.
Comedy show tonight.
And yeah, all proceeds are going to the Water Warriors.
Yeah, you got it.
Water
Water
Warriors
Warriors,
and
close.
yeah, native.
What if we did like a Water Warriors naked calendar and we call it Thirst Traps?
Okay. Did you just come up with that now?
I've been sitting on it for 7 years.
7 years.
That was my college thesis.
Put it out there. I wrote a body paragraph on this.
They're like, why don't you just make the calendar? I'm like, oh, that's a great idea.
So have you guys done any shows in Denver?
Yeah.
We just,
Drive-ins?
we just did one on Saturday night at a place called Ironton Distillery, but it was like outside because the distillery's on this like nice compound thing. It's like this
Mhm.
nice outdoor garden area.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a beautiful backdrop. I hosted, Josh did 5 minutes, and you had like a lineup of people, and the show was sold out. So everyone was socially distant.
Yep.
And it went well.
Yeah.
But now that like due to like the changes, like no more comedy's gonna happen. there.
Yeah,
Given
finding
the second wave.
venues.
Yeah.
Finding venues that want to do live comedy has been a struggle in
mhm.
this COVID, and it's honestly a weird time. Like,
Yeah.
so anybody wants to do live shows, any of the venues at all, or is it just the open mics? here?
Yeah, I mean, right now, only open mics and only one. Like,
Only one? The
The
Star
Starlight
Lounge?
Lounge. Shout out. They're the
Yeah.
only
Shout
ones
out.
that are willing to fucking do it. And they, they're straight police state now about the masks, and
Mhm.
because they serve food, so they're allowed to stay open.
Right.
Mhm.
But if they have any issues, obviously they're shut down immediately.
Right.
And the fact that they're still letting us in, and
Yeah,
granted,
that's cool.
music
That's
and
cool.
comedy open mics bring in money. That's kind of our whole pitch to have a mic in your show, right? We're
Right,
gonna bring
yeah.
customers,
Yeah.
but so at least we're bringing people, even if it's mostly the comics and the musicians.
right.
Still spending money, and
That they could be at home instead.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah. And,
and-
do you really want to support the places that support you?
exactly. And Matt McDermott used to be a comedian apparently, so he's fucking really looking out for us,
Dope, man.
and it's fucking cool.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
They're yelling at people in the middle of your set to put a mask on a lot. But
That's fun.
Roll with that.
yeah, dude. I mean, it's hard to get the crowd engaged
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But when you get a laugh, it feels great. But most of it feels terrible.
Mm.
Terrible.
Yeah, there's different metrics for success.
Yeah.
Of like a show.
Oh, yeah. At the Starlight, 35 to 50% is a pretty good set.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's killing? Anybody? Or is
I mean-
everybody sort of finding the same similar struggles out here?
Yeah. I mean, and there's different points in the night where the crowd's better or worse because they're doing music on the back patio. So when there's more people in getting drinks, we're doing comedy inside. They're
So
doing
you're
music outside.
competing?
Kinda.
Interesting.
But also we don't have to end at 8 that way, so we can sign up as many people as we want. You know?
Okay.
Which is, there's pros and cons for
Yeah.
sure. And I think people just feel more comfortable outside in general. Like,
It's
Yeah.
true.
and they can smoke.
Yeah.
It's nice.
You
The
can smoke-
Starlight crowd smokes.
And they smoke weed fucking out there.
And,
Yeah.
well, you got to be sneaky about that now.
That's
but
true.
I did it Tuesday, and it was fine.
'Cause you were sneaky.
I was very sneaky. Yeah, I didn't disrespect the manager and the owner.
Did you
Yeah.
do it into your flannel or
No, I
like,
just waited till they went inside, took a hit, then put it back in my backpack like a
like
gentleman.
an adult?
Yeah.
Like
Be respectful. Be sneaky.
That's salt of the earth, Brian.
Yeah.
Fucking-
The motorcycles help my mood. At Mike's.
really?
Yeah.
Well, it's so fun.
Dude, you ride your motorcycle
So
to a
fun.
bike, and you get there, and you're just like,
That's right. Where'd I put my helmet?
just pumped. Yeah. Oh, I got a good place. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Have you read that book, The Zen Art of Motorcycle
I
Maintenance?
haven't. I was just thinking I need to buy it.
Yeah, my friend gave me a copy. I haven't read it yet, but
That's pretty pretentious.
is it?
I've been,
Well, it's all stream of consciousness.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot of comedians' books lately. Steve Martin, Lenny
Mm.
Bruce, Richard Pryor. Yeah, just trying to fucking entertain myself reading.
Yeah.
Look at you.
If there's
Little
comedy,
learned man.
if there's stand-up comedy involved, I don't get as sleepy. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah.
If I'm just reading some random ass book, like
should
it's so easy to just.
Run in the light.
Yeah, you should read Running the Light, Sam Talent's new book.
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw it, but I haven't bought it yet.
It's
yeah.
good. It's good.
I heard good things.
I just read it.
It's about a road dog.
Road
Yeah,
Dog.
Yeah. It's all
And
fucking-
each chapter is like, so it starts on like Tuesday, and then
Right.
the next chapter's Wednesday, and then it goes like Thursday night, and then ends on Sunday.
That's
So
perfect.
it's like one little week in this life of this guy.
Sounds like an easy read.
Yeah. No, it definitely goes by quick.
I like an easy read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got stand-up comedy in it, so it'll keep you engaged.
Yeah.
Well, there's one episode where he goes into the river to bathe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we thought we were doing that today. We took Lola to the dog park, and then we got into the river, and Kate told us like dog shit
Mhm.
all over that dog
It's a
park.
bad place to get in the river.
Yeah. So people.
Every
this
time
is
it
the second time
rains.
we've
But
heard
it like moves. Like I don't know.
Well, every time it rains, it just washes everything down to the river from that area.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
So,
God.
but it hasn't rained for a minute.
Good.
I didn't smell shit, but like
Yeah.
That's
a
a good sign.
Like sitting in shit
you
water
smell
apparently.
okay, yeah.
Fucking. I don't
Well,
know.
it's moving water. You're
Fucking-
fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it.
It's nice though being in the underwear in the river, and then there's just people in rafts floating by, and you're just like,
I've done that a bunch of times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a lot of homies that have like property on the river
yeah.
and just hanging out in the river.
Just
and
be
rafts
grateful I'm
come
not
by.
naked.
I could be naked.
Or
That's
be
what I'm saying.
ungrateful I'm not naked.
A lot of people are ungrateful that you are naked. Like
Yeah.
they want you to be naked.
Honk if you want me naked.
Nah.
Do rafts have honkers?
There
we
it is.
go.
That's a
That's a
fucking.
hype button.
That's a fucking arm, man. You got some length on you, man. That's a.
It was like you slow motion that down an Animal Planet.
I know.
I've had to like
Worked
race
out.
people to it before,
Really?
you know, because like especially Drew. Me and Drew get a little competitive. And if a funny moment happens, it's a race to the high butt. Yeah. Which
It's
is-
my laugh. It's my laugh, guys.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you get the street cred.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Elliot Wilbur. Yeah, that was funny, Jeff. Funny joke. Funny joke. Funny joke, Jeff.
So glad he's not here.
So glad. He just loves to like call attention to like if like Josh like says a joke and people laugh, like just like in conversation, like Elliot will be like, "Huh, that was funny, Josh."
No, he's a piece of shit. We've all known this.
He's like gets instantly jealous.
Yeah,
like
he
he gets hurt when other people have
Gets
positive.
jealous.
Back to
so-
him proving that he's actually gay.
I mean, he's. I mean, who's to
that's
say?
actually
I mean,
on
we're
the
all on the spectrum.
Right.
Uh,
100%. Yeah.
Spectrum.
I feel like I'm on the
Spectrum.
spectrum a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah. What? Okay, let's talk about that.
Well,
fucking
if
rat
If you look
guy
at my stand-up
exclusive.
comedy,
I know what a dick tastes like.
my best punchline I've ever written.
Yeah, I know. I would agree.
It's my favorite.
It was also like your second punchline you ever written, right? I mean,
It
that's an earlier
It was early.
one.
It was early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Took that joke in a whole new.
Damn.
Yeah.
R.I.P. the fucking Four Corners Comedy Festival, man.
No, we rescheduled to October.
October?
I think.
Exciting.
Yeah. Dave talked about it on the last one. I
Nice.
have no recollection.
Fucking. He's still trying to be
October.
involved though, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
absolutely fucking lots of comedy, man. I like who she was gonna bring down too, so I hope they're still available.
Yeah.
So.
Big Mo.
Big Mo, man.
No,
very funny.
Alexander, yeah.
Very funny.
He's very funny.
Yeah.
love
So far, he's still on board.
Really?
From what I know. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm sure. Comics are gonna be very hungry for
And-
any dates.
And everybody's just,
yeah.
even when they agree to something, they're like, we'll see what happens.
Right,
you know?
right.
Yeah.
Especially now the bars just got shut down again.
Tough.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Just such
Do you-
tease, like
So
10
real
day
quick,
tease.
do you think it has anything to do with the protests?
No.
No. I mean,
Corona going up, you think has nothing to do with the protests?
I think protests is it would be one of many factors.
For sure.
If yeah, it's
But
like
That's the largest gathering that the government allows.
sure, certainly
100%.
yes, certainly is.
And technically, they don't allow it. Like,
Technically,
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, yeah,
they don't, certainly
they
don't
send in a
encourage
few
it.
people to
Yes,
start
yeah.
breaking
Certainly
shit,
don't
and
encourage
then
it.
yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
crazy
So
in Denver.
I wouldn't be surprised if like people went to the and you could like trace back some like new cases to the protests for sure.
Well, the only reason I say that, there's like an
Logically
article that
thinking.
came out in the Wall Street Journal that said it, but I mean, it's like it's tough to use like one article, especially during these times.
I haven't read that.
Yeah,
no.
well, because like I feel like articles are constantly contradicting each other like days apart from the same institution.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just so much we don't know, and there's so much like so it's really hard to like speak anything like any truth on the subject when it comes to Corona, and it's just annoying that you're just gonna have to settle in for these next 6 months, and so
How do you feel about it?
I'm annoyed by it. I mean,
Yeah.
not a big fan.
Makes
It's
me
supposed
kind of angry.
supposed to be my year, It's fucking
Bruh.
bruh.
I was planning on moving to Phoenix, fucking
Mhm.
just getting the ball rolling, really
Yeah.
getting out there. But I might have to push it a year.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think it was always going to happen.
What, Corona?
Corona.
Oh, yeah, like,
this-
there was gonna be
what's
something
happening
like
is always
Corona.
gonna happen. So
Yeah.
all we can control is our reaction, but it is still tough. Still fucking. All we can control is our reaction to things. So more of that.
Fuck
on
it,
Jeff's fortune cookie corner.
Jeff gets his dick sucked because of his emotional intelligence.
I do.
Fucking.
Talk. Hey,
I can tell.
open
I've
up.
almost blown him twice.
Open up. Almost. I saw those two twinkles in your eye. I caught that glare.
I bet you do.
Jesus.
I'll back away from the mic again.
Yeah.
And get up real close.
I feel like there's a happy medium.
Of what?
Mike.
Talking like
Talking
yeah.
sultry, but from a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. You got a pretty good voice for the old talking sultry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep voice.
Yeah. You ever do that? Like, talk sultry.
In
to
bed.
pe- Yeah, in bed. I mean,
In bed.
do you, like in,
Do I
That's what I was
talk
wondering.
deep in bed?
try to whisper in her ear, talk deep.
You like that
Do,
dick? Oh, that reminds me. Oh, you gotta hear. So I try to. So like I've been fucking lately. Like you, great sex life. Thanks. So we're doing well
Fuck
for
yeah,
ourselves.
man.
Josh,
Congratulations.
catch up.
Okay.
Catch
All
up.
right.
Anyway, back to
I
my
know
story.
where
So I upgraded I moved to Denver and I'm like, I'm going to be single for a year. I got a twin mattress and I slept on the twin mattress for a year. Start fucking new lady, get a full mattress, but we still got to be quiet because it's very squeaky, you know? And I have roommates, very thin walls, and I don't know, I can't be comfortable with half strangers knowing that I have a sex life.
I can
So-
relate.
right, yeah.
Same season.
Same. So I can't exchange those looks the next day. But so we're like fucking. No, she was going down on me, and my member was in her orifice, and
I've heard about
The
this.
northernmost orifice.
the northernmost orifice,
Right.
nose?
and she gagged. Which
Like a lady.
I'm not. I'm just guys. I'm just speaking facts. I'm not bragging here. But she gagged, and like because it's big, and because she gagged, but she gagged. This is just important for the story. She gagged because it's big, and it curves upward, and she didn't have a gag. She gags, and she's like, it was loud. It's like. And I like kind of perk up. She perks up. She's like, "Don't worry, it sounded like a sneeze." And I'm like, "Bless you."
That's your new T-shirt. Bless you.
Bless you. All right, I think they know I think they know if someone's just sneezing in here.
Bless you.
Sounded like a priest after molestation.
Bless.
He's blessing you with that curved dick, man. Fuck it.
This is big.
Which way
Because
does
it's big.
your curve? Mine goes up a little.
Yeah, it's a nice banana.
Yeah, man. Fucking neat. I don't have a very straight dick. Just like a
Nice banana
straight out,
banana.
like an angle. Looks like a geometry problem. You know what I mean? It looks like a.
Yeah, my buddy the
looks
other
like a
day told
supply
me
curve.
his curves left.
Huh.
And
Interesting.
we both just laughed for a while.
Yeah.
Because I
Why
told him
laugh?
about my dick, and then
Because it came up, he's like, "Hey, bro, you know how all dicks curved to the left?
it was kind of like that. Yeah.
Fucking put a condom on like this, like a fucking.
Like you're backing up like a semi into a spot.
I've done that.
Yeah.
Pretty
just
much.
like that. We jackknifed it. Fuck.
I have to start over.
Painful.
Yeah. No, it's tough.
Well, boys, about ready to.
Head over.
Yeah,
Let's
let's.
do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'd like to be a little early, and I
Yeah.
need gas.
Sure.
Yeah.
Take some time.
Well,
Well, this was fun, man.
yeah, thanks for
Nice little
coming on.
warm-up.
Yeah, dude.
Obviously, I'll do an intro, but you
Sure.
boys are from Dead Room Comedy.
Dead Room Comedy.
Dead Room
Check
Comedy,
'em out.
baby.
At Dead Room Comedy. At Jeff and Tonic.
Yeah.
At Danger Emerson.
At Danger Emerson. At Taco V Star.
Whatever the
No,
fuck it
no,
is
no,
now.
no.
it'll all be in the
It'll be-
description. Not
And it'll be
Jacob's stuff.
different by the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Elliot Weber
No,
S.
no,
No,
no.
I mean that guy's barely a part of it.
Agreed.
He's gonna be in his feelings about
What
this.
is the
and I'm
S?
so
This is the
excited.
at Elliot Weber. S stand for Sarah. I mean, God, it's just like she owns him now. We don't even ever
Oh
see
my
him.
god, never see him anymore.
Really?
Just,
Is this a thing?
We don't really ever see each other. We're all
Yeah.
very busy.
Yeah, we're all very important.
Fucking
That's
well.
it.
You're adults. Yeah.
Dude, it's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough being an adult.
Because it's big, you know.
Yeah, fucking too big sometimes.
Bless you.
I think that's a great way to end this episode.
Bless you.
Bless you.
All right, thanks for coming on, boys.
Thanks for having us, dude.
Thanks
It's
for
always
listening.
fun.
You know where to find us. We love you guys. Peace.
Bye.
Everything with cream cheese, orange juice, break fast. I'm out the door to get the dough, speaking to the masses. Hit the road to do a show, microphone madness. Trip easy, cheap sunglasses, straight passion. My third eye active, watching backpacks lead the show, beeping that shit vocally. Hearing me locally, lyrically, know what I'm supposed to be, and I don't got no fear of me. I'm coming for your brain, homie, coming at you spiritually. Stepped into the game, and I knew that flow was slippery, but check my flow though. Turn the whack news to history. Let them do their thing, instead I put them out their misery. And simply put, just got disconnected. Like my boy Big Money, man, this can't be neglected. Grab the mic and check it, coming up in your direction. Gift that I've been blessed with, this hustle is respected and reckless. Poetic mind on the set list, got the groove to match. Everybody step with it, still haven't fulfilled a whole vision yet. Life right now still so picturesque. I'm knocking every stage until I get a bigger check. Even though I hate money, ready for a bigger step. Pull the trigger next. Somebody coming at your neck. I could've died today. That's why I'm smoking cigarettes and got precision set of skills. And imagination, creations, innovating with motivation. I'm chasing my goals. Giants that I be racing. I'ma stride through the finish like a 6'5" Jamaican. Beating my chest like, yeah, what my name is. Ink on my chest, what? My homie spray painting. Summer day smoke, skate, PlayStation. He looking down on me and I can't stay patient. I ain't just trying to say shit. Sit back and face this. Real type, I've been smoking instrumental playlist. Chill in the cut. Now these small places, I ain't getting love now, man. Fuck being famous, yeah, they tell me. It's really hard to make it. They don't understand I love being underestimated. Second guess it and I'll take it that you're undereducated. Anyway, this got me thinking about them old records playing. Why? It's filled with soul and it fills my mind. Tail feather shaking while the rhythm takes flight. What I'm doing wrong, I ain't gonna fake right. I don't get no sleep because the music takes night. Nocturnal life with my basement lights. Just roll some nice, keep my drink on ice. If you don't get it once and you don't hear it twice, moving on this beat right here is out of sight. I'ma stay away.